And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, it's Dixon. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a handoff for Dixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Rashad Perriman, 64 yards, and the Colts quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Mariota now on 2nd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A first down throw for Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking long for Thomas. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Gun. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Set. 180.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A second down throw here for Mariota. It's caught right side. It turns. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll go on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Set. 180.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Escapes the sack. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and get...
gun. Set. 180.
Here's Newton. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun. Great. Do something.
To throw again. Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give, this is Dixon. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Come on now.
They'll run it here with Dixon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they go with Dixon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Solomon Thomas in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now, the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down, Mariota. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Elliott puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's rock now. 20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That's caught out left by Perriman. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Gun. That's it. 180.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mariota now from the 50. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Mariota. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Mariota now on second down. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mariota going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mariota to throw it. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught at the 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 61 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They begin the drive with Hines. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Dixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Hines. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the air now with Newton. Funches has it complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play. And now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now in the afternoon. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's rock now. Gun.
Now, following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Now, the ball comes loose. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They run with Hines, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down. It's Hines, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henderson. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. First down, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. David Irving continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Finding some room at midfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. It's caught right side, it turns. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Do something. Hey, pull down.
Newton on 1st down. A dump off for Dixon. Finding room at the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here you go, fellas. Do something.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Here's Hines, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now here's Ross. Fancy footwork at midfield. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the run?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. J.J. Nelson, 49 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On first down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
Here we go. Let's rock now. 20.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Ebron with it over the middle. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown,
be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mariota to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Mariota. Over the middle, the connection to Hurns. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Set.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.